Well, hey, Lakeview family and friends. Hey, this week's dose of Midweek Medicine, seeking to build up our immunities to the noise of a million opinions that are out there right now. For a while, those opinions were all circulating about COVID responsibility and COVID recovery, what was right, what was inconsiderate, etc. And now it's about racism and race relations. So as a pastor, I get a variety of feedback from a variety of people within the church. One of the things about our church that we just are absolutely excited about is the increasing diversity in our church. If you walk in here on a Sunday, we're mostly white, but we have a significant and increasing number of members who are African American background and Latino background and Asian American background, even have a handful of Native Americans among us. Our latest new members class in this past spring was 48% white, 29% African American, and 23% Latino. So when our culture goes at it like it is right now and enters a war of perspectives, I get presented with a variety of viewpoints. But here's the thing I've noticed, and that is concerning for me as a pastor. Nearly everything I've been sent so far, emails, etc., come from someone else's perspective besides that person's. It's some pre-digested thought that they're just passing along. I've received books, lots of links, YouTube videos. You know what I haven't received at all? Someone who's sharing that they simply opened the Bible and had a time of prayer and meditation in the presence of God, and they said, God showed me blank. I don't even think anyone sent me a Bible verse about these hot topics being debated in our day. Can I tell you, there's nothing like sitting in the presence of God with the Word of God and an ear to the Spirit to see what God might have to say about these matters. A few weeks ago, I shared a message on Pentecost Sunday about my great concern for the growing level of unexperiential Christianity that's being passed along by so many today. We considered the passage from 1 Corinthians 2, verse 1. It says, "When I came to you, brothers, I did not come proclaiming to you the testimony of God with lofty speech or wisdom, for I decided to know nothing among you except Jesus Christ and Him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and much trembling, and my speech and my message were not in plausible words of wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, so that your faith might not rest in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God." I can't help but notice that in complicated and passion-filled matters like race and racism, we seem much more attracted to lofty speech and the wisdom of men. We seem eager to shop online for someone's perspective that tells me how to think or reinforces our own view, and then we're eager to pass it along to others. Can I tell you again, there's nothing like sitting in the presence of God with the Word of God and an ear to the Spirit to see what God might say about these matters. He may break your heart. He may crush your anger. He may breathe faith and courage and hope into your despair and your fear. He may give you compassion for the people who aren't the same color as you. In principle, I'm just not a big fan of the angry mob out there who's maybe never read a Bible in their lives and who knows nothing of Jesus being Lord. As a pastor, I'm terribly concerned that so many Christians are settling for someone else's view on things, rather than sitting with God and letting Him show you something. Listen, God is speaking, and He wants to speak to you and me, and He wants to lead us, and He wants us to pass along what we're hearing from Him. So take some time to be with Him, to be in His Word, and see what He might say. Hey, I hope that helps as you breathe the air that's out there. We'll see you next time.